What's up, people?
It's Millder.
Welcome to my first ever Top 10 Tuesdays. I'm glad you can join us. This week we'll be looking at my top 10 favourite PS1 games.
Number 10.
At number 10, it has to be Croc. This game was amazing when I was a kid. The music, the soundtracks in the whole game was just incredible. The gameplay was really simple and pretty easy, to be honest. But it was all there. It worked. It was great. All you had to do was go around collecting these little furry things that raised you and they got taken away, sort of thing. That's the storyline, I guess. And there's probably been about 3 times where I've completed this game 100% just because of how good it is, and still to this day I'll go back to this game. So good.
Number 9.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a list without it. At number 9, we've got the Crash Bandicoot series. Preferably, my favourite is Crash Team Racing, Crash Bash, and Crash Bandicoot number 3, which is the warped one. It's got to be up there. In most people's top 10, just such a good game. Fun to play. Like Croc. Pretty, not as easy as Croc I'd say, but pretty easy, straightforward. Get in there, play it. It's one of those games. I mean, there is parts where it's quite challenging, but there's nothing you couldn't do when you were a kid, so it was a good game. They just kept bringing out more games, and you just couldn't stop playing them.
Number 8.
Coming in at number 8, it's got to be Command & Conquer Red Alert. This game made me feel so fucking powerful. The fact that you can control a whole army all at once was just great feeling. The game's a real-time strategy, so you have to do things all at once. So you have to try and control everything that's going on all at once. That's what made it quite challenging, that's what was good about this game, was it was a challenging game. And if any of you have played this game, you should remember how cool the voices were.
Shake it, baby!
Unless you thought they were pretty gay.
Chew on this!
I used to just play this mode where you would fight against 3 other bases, and it used to take me up to about 4 hours to complete each time, and it was completely pointless. Like, you didn't even really get anything out of it, but it was pretty satisfying to win.
Number 7.
Filling in at number 7, it's Medieval. The graphics don't look too good on this game, but the gameplay is very good. Plus you get tons of cool weapons to choose from. You could even take off your own arm to fight with. Basically, you were a soldier in a war, and you were the first person to die by getting hit in the eye with an arrow, being really unlucky. But your skeleton lives on, and that's what you play as, while you kill a shit ton of zombies. Also, because he's a skeleton with no bottom jaw, he couldn't speak properly, and I found that pretty funny in the game, and the voice acting was hilarious.
Captain Fortescue, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle go well? How I wish I could fight at your side again, sir. But hold, you could take my crossbow.
This is also another PlayStation 1 game that I've completed 100% a few times. And if you're up for a challenge, if you played the second version of the game, that's a lot harder than the first.
Number 6.
At number 6, we have Klonoa, Duel to the Phantom Isle. I don't know what it is about this game, maybe the kawaii music and characters, or the basic fun platform gameplay, but I just loved it.
Spoiler alert.
If I remember right, the storyline is to do with the main character that you play as is some sort of a dream and is not actually existing. Something along them lines, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember trying this game out for the first time at a friend's house, and when I went home I begged my dad to buy me it. I eventually got it, 2 years later. Also, they eventually brought out a remastered version of the game on the Wii. It was sweet! Just listen to this epic soundtrack that they actually brought out for this game.
Number 5.
Don't worry, we're halfway there. Creeping in at number 5, Resident Evil. This game used to scare the shit out of me when I was growing up. I could never play it on my own. It's basically just a survival horror game. The part I hated the most was the first time you see a zombie in the game and it slowly turns around and its face is just fucking horrible. You'll see what I mean.
Oh, hey, y'all.
Even to this day, some of the soundtracks in the game still freak me out, especially this one. However, the voice acting was so terrible, it made me love the game for that very reason.
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it? Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Stay alert!
Don't have nightmares, kids.
Number 4.
Next on the list at number 4, it's Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Beautiful graphics in this game, if I may say so myself. This game was so fucking hard to play when I was younger. It's still hard now, to be fair. Basically, you're an employee called Abe in a meat factory in a very odd world. See what I did there? No? Okay. You find out that the new kind of meat they are going to produce is of your own species, so you have to try and escape to survive.
Look out! Help! Please!
While you're trying so hard to save your own life, like that wasn't hard enough, they give you the choice to save others of your own kind. Doing that will give you a much nicer ending. Trust me, the bad ending's harsh.
Number 3.
Taking third place, it's Grandia. This is another one of those games where it's very hard to explain why I love it so much. I just do. The graphics may not be that good, but it's a really fun and interesting role-playing game. The voice acting's not too bad either. The storyline is very straightforward. There's a young boy called Justin who wants to stop playing the role of adventurer and actually become one of those badass motherfuckers.
This'll teach you, punk! Oh, Justin, not you again. You just don't learn trashing my shed again.
I didn't trash it. Why won't you listen to me? I'm staking my pride as a man and my soul as an adventurer on this treasure hunt.
Shut up! There's no treasure in all that junk.
He gets told about this mythical place in the world but believes it is real. And he is determined to get there and see it for himself because he's a badass motherfucking adventurer after all. He gets into some trouble along the way, of course.
Justin, you pervert!
It has a really cool battling system, a bit like the old school Final Fantasy games, with its own touch to it. It's a game that's got hours to play.
Hey, Justin!
Ouch! Mom! What did I do?
How many times do I have to tell you? No dirty shoes in the kitchen.
Even so, you don't have to hit me with your tray.
Don't talk back to me.
Ouch!
Number 2.
In second place is Digimon World. Oh my god, this game. Game this god my oh. What an amazing game this was. Definitely close to coming first to this one. Remember those Tamagotchi games you used to have where you had to feed it and clean its little shits up or else it would die? Well, this game is kind of like that, but 1,681 times better, obviously. Also with bigger shits. A lot bigger. The main thing I loved about this game was the raising your Digimon part. You start off with an egg, it hatches, and you have to feed it. You have to get all the food resources yourself. You have to take it to the toilet a lot, or else it will turn into the shittest Digimon. No puns intended. And train it in multiple skills so it is ready to fucking fight, lad. Other than training, the aim is to build up a rundown city that used to be full with loads of different Digimon that have run away or gone crazy or both. Also, every Digimon has a different way of being persuaded to come back to the village, which I find pretty cool. Oh, and do you want to see the funniest part of the game though? Just watch their fucking mouths.
Oh, you're here.
Wow! Metal Greymon and Metal Mummymon!
Like, what the fuck is that? It's definitely one of my favourite games of all time. Doesn't make it first though.
Number 1.
Finally, in first place, it's Final Fantasy IX. Don't shout at me, I haven't really played Final Fantasy VII, that's why it's not in this list. This game has incredible graphics with an amazing story and leveling system. Apart from the ridiculously repetitive battle music, don't get me wrong, it's a good soundtrack. The music is amazing and really makes the game come alive. I remember finding out that I could get this game on my PSP and I was a happy guy. One of the best role-playing games of its time. It was a sweet game. Whoa, don't yell at me. I know I've missed out a lot of games, but remember, these games were listed in my opinion. We all have our favourites, and I want to know yours. Leave your top 10 list in the comment section, or if you're lazy, just put your number 1. I'm interested to see what games you guys love. Please give a like if you enjoyed, I really appreciate that, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you next Tuesday.